Happy November, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
November.
That's spooky. I just got the spooks.
I don't want to be this person that is like, I can't believe.
I really can't believe
how
we're here.
fast time's going. But it
My.
is.
It flew.
Like, it's November, first of all. November
It doesn't feel real.
No. November is where the clock starts for Christmas. Because it's like once you get to December, the year's over. December 1st, gone. You know? So just to be in November, it feels crazy.
I know.
And I remember being in, I don't know if it was like the beginning of summer or like spring, and thinking we have so much time till Christmas.
I know.
And look at us now.
Here we are. Have you done, I tell myself every year I'm going to like do great with planning ahead for gifts and stuff and like budgeting. Here we are.
Not a thing. I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. That's how far behind I am.
I know. My only my only strategy this year is to do more like online auctions and try to get stuff real cheap.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But then it's like, what? I don't know. I feel like normally I hear more rumblings of what people want. And I can like take note and then remember that.
Yeah.
This year, I feel like it's been less.
I was asking Peter the other day. I was like, what? It was actually a couple of weeks ago. So it was like early October. And I was like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And he was kind of like, just really like deep in thought, like kind of pacing. And I was like, are you trying to like place yourself in your own shoes to see? But sometimes it is tough to be like, what do I want?
No, that's
when
where
people
I'm at
ask
too.
for a list, I'm like, oh gosh.
I'm like, I don't know right now at all.
It's almost like you need to ask me what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like somebody who picks up on that kind of stuff. It's
right.
Like, I don't know. What have I been wanting? But it's good to kind of like keep a log in your phone of like things that you want and things that other people mention that they want.
That's what I'm telling you. The rumblings, I haven't heard very many.
Everybody's just accepted defeat.
Everyone's just, they've been focused on other things or they bought it themselves. The thing that is helpful when people do it is if you do make a list and you share it with people and they share theirs with yours, that is always helpful.
Yeah.
Because I am the type of person that I'm like, there usually are things that I want.
Yeah.
And if I have a list, just get those things and I'll be happy because I want them.
Yeah. Here's where it gets tricky because I feel like on a birthday, maybe you could have something that's like a bigger thing that you want and you can get it like crowdfunded almost.
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day with the espresso machine. Like I really wanted an espresso for my 30th birthday and like you and some other friends like went in together on like a bigger purchase. But like it doesn't feel like you could do that with Christmas because it's like not everybody is giving you a gift.
Right. And
so
it
you're
just depends on the dynamic of things. Like, are you pulling names, Secret Santa, whatever?
Right.
Yeah.
If there was a set amount of people who you knew you were getting a gift from, you could be like, hey, I want this one thing, like all go in together.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like you could really do that with Christmas. It
feels
seems
different.
Yeah.
I know, because then some people they prefer smaller, multiple gifts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just, it's tougher every year. And I have heard people talking about, it's not just me, I'm like, maybe this needs to be an episode, but like how
write it down.
stressful the holidays have become as adults. Maybe we've talked about it already, I don't know, but just how like you don't look forward to it as much as you used to because life just comes at you so hard.
It's expensive. You're navigating
multiple families.
I feel like October we have some out of the ordinary expenses. Like it's just when some once a year bills are due.
Yeah.
And then we coast into December with it.
Yes, exactly.
And like that's when the bills start. So October is when like our credit card annual renewal fee is and like also like jewelry insurance and like just random stuff. And then that's also when we get our first like like property taxes bills. Like there's property tax and there's like municipal utility bills and then there's like HOA fees, and they start rolling in. So it's like they start in October and then some come in November and then some come in December, and you're just like,
And like, who planned that? Like, that's the worst timing
I know.
ever.
I know.
Like, not good. And then, there's just also, there feels like there's a lot of expectations on holidays too, from like yourself to other people, like what they expect holidays to be and what they expect it to look like.
Yeah.
And then you can add like family drama, and it's just like, there's a lot as an adult that comes with the holidays.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hear like once you have kids, you can maybe see it through their eyes, so it gets a little better.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like starting over.
Yeah.
But as
I get that you go back to like the simpler stuff and like just trying to make
and
it
they're
like,
just excited
magical.
about like everything, and like you're the one, because as kids you don't think about or even know about the adult world.
The effort.
The effort, the drama, like anything that's going on. A kid is usually blind to it, unless they're like, you know, unhealthily involved. But so I don't know, it's just this year I'm like, how do I enjoy it and not be stressed about it?
Last year I like barely decorated, and I regret it now.
Really?
Like I want to get really into like the full experience of it this year. But just last year, I don't know. I had just quit YouTube in November, so there was no reason to like decorate and say like, I'm doing this for YouTube, like this is gonna be a video. Like there's always some extra that you put into it, and I just didn't do it.
You just didn't feel it.
It was like a pretty lame
Oh.
Christmas experience, I think. And I was like ready to take it down afterward. So I just want to go like a little bit harder this year. So I've already started prepping, you know, like I trimmed some bushes in my yard and made like these boxwood wreaths.
They look amazing.
And I've already scheduled like my Christmas light person.
Yeah.
And I started making like some bigger ornaments for the tree. I'm doing like some velvet and like some cute ornaments. So I started making those just, you know, like when I'm in my chill time, just making stuff ahead of time. So I'm trying to like add some more.
I love it. Yes. Go out. It's just fun.
Yeah.
I want to change my vibe this year.
Okay. Tell me about it.
So like I've had the same ornaments since we got married.
Let's change that vibe.
And it's like, it's great. And that's, you know, it was like, I never wanted to spend extra money on it, you know? To like change it all up. But this year I'm like, I think I could do it and it be like,
hire me, pay me in Ollipops. I'm ready.
Okay.
Have you ever considered flocking your tree?
Yes.
I think it would look so good with your house style.
Yes. The only thing is, once you flock, can you go back?
Maybe not. But you could also, I feel like you can find trees like, you know, like yours isn't like.
Mine's fake.
I know, but it's not like a one of a kind. You know what I mean?
No, but it's
I feel like
pretty
you
big, and they're pretty expensive.
I feel like you can find trees like all the time, though. It's not like pre-lit, is it? I don't think it's pre-lit. I'm saying
maybe not.
You don't have like a pre-lit one, and it's not like a, you know, Fraser fir. You know what I mean? Like the
but
the ones with the fancy branches. I feel like you can find those all the time. So cheap. I promise you. I know how to find the Christmas tree deals.
Yeah, but you remember what happened to you last time?
I do. But I also, oh my God. I also can find like other deals. I know. I've got like 3 places to look, and they're so cheap. And I think a flocked tree, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. My family did flock trees like my whole life.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not saying like overly flocked, but like a little flocked.
Maybe. We'll think about it.
Think about it. But are you thinking like different colors?
Yeah, I kind of like, I've been seeing some things on the internet with like kind of these velvety pinks. And I'm just like, I want it to feel
that's
like
what I'm
thinking
in for your
like old time. Like I want to feel like I'm in Little Women.
How cute.
I know.
I'm ready.
Like I want to have candles lit. Like that's the vibe I want.
Have you seen people hanging candles on their tree?
No.
Yeah, like
are they
long
fake candles?
taper candles. No, they're real, but they don't light them.
Oh, okay.
But they like hang them on the tree.
That's
it's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm ready. I'll hire you and I'll.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. That's so exciting. Yeah, I'm trying to change up my vibe a little bit too. I I went to, prep some ornaments, and I was just looking around at the ornaments first of all, and I saw kind of like how people were making them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could like make these. So the ones that looked like a little more like designer or whatever literally had like this striped fabric, and they were like cut in strips, and they had just like kind of glued it around the ornament, and I was like, I could make these
For sure.
So I made some. They're right around the corner. I kind of want to like go get them.
See.
But and then I made some velvet ones, and then I made some with like a silk ornament. And so some of them I'm just like gluing the fabric to the outside of the ornament.
Okay.
And some other ones I think I will like open up a clear ornament and like shove the fabric in it.
Nice.
And then it'll be, because I got like some pink like silky fabric. Nice. So I'm going to just shove it in it and have it kind of like crumpled inside.
Yeah.
And I think that'll look good.
I love it.
So
yeah. No, yeah. I've been seeing like a lot of bows and stuff.
Yes. And I started making bows.
Yes. I just feel like it's so, I don't know what you would call it, but to me, it reminds me of like old timey, like Little Women.
So
simple.
It might be like a grand millennial kind of.
Maybe, yeah. Like it's very grandmother-y, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's so simple because they were just making stuff, And like when I think of bows and just greenery, I'm like, oh, it's just simple, but it's like.
Grand millennial is like not quite cottage, but it's like fancy and like a lot. Like it's like very layered.
Yes, I love it. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like fancy, but.
Yes.
Also not expensive.
Okay.
You know, like to me, because I'm like, those aren't.
Like
some fabric.
Exactly.
But it looks nice.
Yeah, it's not like crystal or
no, exactly.
Yeah.
Not like real, ornaments.
I've never bought an actual tree skirt.
Okay.
Or like how they do like a little basket kind of one around the tree. Yeah. I've never bought anything. I just have like blankets or like fabric that I put around it. And I need to upgrade that. And I was thinking
mine.
if
it's tiny.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing like maybe like a basket thing or like a big pot or something, because it can actually elevate the tree a little bit more too.
True.
So anyway,
that'd be
I've got
cute.
some thoughts.
Yeah, I've seen those before. I like that. It's really cool. So we're already in Christmas mode, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We did a baking night this week, which was fun. It was a lot of fun. I feel like we're making an effort to at least do the fall parties that we always idealize but never do.
We're trying our best.
Yeah. So that was fun. We made 2 types of cinnamon rolls. We made regular cinnamon rolls, pumpkin cinnamon rolls, gingerbread cookies, and
apple crumble
German
muffins.
apple cake. Yeah. So it was real good. It was fun.
So good.
And we just had some cinnamon roll leftovers.
Yes. We still have a ton in our fridge of stuff. Like we still have cinnamon rolls. We have muffins,
literally
all the stuff.
So much.
Those gingerbreads were hitting yesterday.
Oh my gosh,
they were like
it's perfect because it's not too sweet.
Yeah, and they came out pretty crunchy, so I feel like I'm eating a ginger snap.
Oh, we should make some more, honestly.
They were good.
Molasses, baby. We were making them and we were pouring in the molasses, and I was like, or Kelly's like, I feel like the molasses is like key to this recipe, and I was like, and the ginger, and then it just,
I was like,
we're like, yeah, the ginger.
But I don't feel like you taste the ginger as much as like the molasses.
Yeah,
and it's what creates like the color too. So I just felt like it's important.
It's true.
And you said that molasses has
magnesium
in it.
Who would have thought?
I'm like, the
grandmothers
knew what they were doing. Like
just drink some molasses.
Get your magnesium
spread some molasses on your sourdough bread.
Molasses is such a weird thing, but hey, it's cool. I'm glad. And literally, didn't it say on the label it's like grandma's molasses?
Literally called grandmothers or grandmas.
You like take it out once a year for gingerbread cookies. Like what else do you make with molasses?
I think there's some other stuff.
I'm sure, but I can't think of anything.
Do you make fruitcake with molasses?
I've never made fruitcake. Never had a fruitcake.
You need to have my dad's fruitcake.
Is it actually good?
It is actually good.
People are
Everybody always are like, we hate fruitcake, right? You need Fred's fruitcake. It's
Fred's fruitcake.
Freaking awesome.
Really? Why is it so good?
It's so good.
Why are other ones so bad?
I don't know, but Fred's fruitcake, that'll change you.
To me, fruitcake is like they just put a bunch of ingredients together, everything they had left over in the kitchen,
No.
and they were like, we made a fruitcake.
No. You need Fred's fruitcake.
I mean the regular fruitcakes. And then
Yeah.
they act like they're so hard and dry. And
No, not Fred's.
what's it taste like?
It's really good. So I think he uses like some sweetened condensed milk somewhere in the batter.
That's
So
always-
it's like a moist kind of loaf.
I love a
And
moist
then-
cake.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then it's dense.
Okay.
It's kind of like a date bread.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where the date can kind of like, you know, when the date bread with like big chunks of date and the date kind of like warms and like melts into the rest of the bread. Have you had date bread
Never
like
had
this?
date bread.
You need to have my mom's date bread. You need Anne's date bread and
Okay.
Fred's fruitcake.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, another thing
Anyway,
we made.
the little fruits kind of like melt into the. Oh,
So it makes it like sweet.
it is so good.
Okay.
It's very sweet.
What kind of fruits do you put in it?
You put like the dried fruits,
Okay.
so they're like colorful, kind of.
Yeah. When I see pictures,
It's like
it's like it's lit up.
it feels like pineapple, cherry.
Okay.
It's not like berries.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah. No, I wasn't worried about that.
And then
I
there's
was
green
wondering.
ones. I don't know what the green ones are.
It reminds me of the Grinch when they're like feeding him fruitcake and like some pudding stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's figgy pudding.
I don't know.
That's
I've never
probably
had
what it
figgy
is.
pudding.
Me either. But you know, it's a Christmas song like,
Yeah.
about figgy pudding.
Yeah. I don't even know how to describe it. We should do an episode on stuff like that. We
Speaking
don't
of,
know.
you have a little cinnamon roll right there. You got it.
Yeah, saving
Save
some,
for later.
saving some extras.
One other thing we made too this week when it was slightly colder, some gumbo.
Gumbo.
Yeah, it was your family's gumbo, which is hilarious because I'm from
I don't think
Louisiana.
it is. I don't think it is. I tasted that. That wasn't on my family's gumbo. I think they forgot some.
They made it different.
They forgot some ingredients. Let me tell you.
Okay. Maybe did your mom just find the recipe and give it to you?
No, she told it to me over the phone.
Oh, but then where'd you find that recipe you said?
I wrote it down for her,
Oh.
like in a PDF kind of thing.
Oh, okay,
But she
'cause I
had
was
just
like, I saw
told
a
it to me
picture and
over the
everything.
phone, and I'm like, that is not it.
Okay. Maybe
Didn't
they're
taste-
forgetting something.
100%.
It was definitely different than Louisiana
Yeah.
gumbo, but it hit the spot and it was delicious.
Yeah.
Because ours is
We just
not
like
tomato
tripled the
based.
seasoning. Oh, what is it? Yours roux based?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just keep putting more roux in it?
I think I feel like it was just the same as like you make the roux, but then like maybe they put maybe it's just like, what am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, there's no like tomato
I'll talk to
sauce
my
or anything in
parents.
it.
Maybe with that cold front we're getting next week, maybe they can make some gumbo and we can do a round 2.
Oh yeah.
And maybe they can also make fruitcake, date bread,
I'll try it.
and we'll just have the works.
Hopefully I like it. Oh, I'm scared.
No, you will like it. Yeah.
The fruits might throw me off. The moistness I'll love.
Mm-hmm. You'll like it.
All right, we'll see.
I have a good.
Tell her to make the date bread too while
Yeah.
we're at it.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway,
Anywho.
lots of good food on the horizon. We
Yeah.
also have a lot of good like movies on the horizon. We got The Crown this month,
Oh my gosh, can't wait.
and it's the last season, huh?
Yeah, but we
They're
get
not
2
gonna do any
parts,
more?
which is awesome.
Yes.
So hopefully they
exciting.
really finish it out. And I feel like the second part,
Mm-hmm.
I saw something. I could be wrong, but I think they're gonna go like ahead in time, and we get a little bit of Kate and William.
Oh wow.
I could be totally wrong, but I thought that's what I saw.
Yes. No, they do because we're filming at his college.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fun. So we get like a little of their college action.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I love it.
Which is that's like an
They're probably
iconic
gonna
part.
hate it. They're probably gonna hate it.
True, but that was such a good like story when they broke up, and then she's like
Yeah.
was looking great, and he's like, oh, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a good time. So,
I was reading all the memoirs recently.
Okay.
I was reading memoirs and like, I don't know, like stories about the royals.
Yeah.
Like the more recent royals, not like the old,
yeah.
not like Diana, but like the younger ones. And yeah, William was just always like, I'm not going to get married before I'm 30. And
Really?
I'm going to date somebody for like years and years and years because we're not going to like get married and have a fallout like my parents and all this stuff.
Oh, wow.
And so he really drug it out
Wow.
forever. And then Harry got married just
Right
so
out- right out the
fast.
gate.
And William was like, you don't want to like wait a little bit. And then Harry took offense.
Oh.
And he was like, what are you saying about my girlfriend? He's like, you don't want to wait like 5 years? Like, why don't you just calm down, you know?
Yeah.
And then Harry didn't get it. And they could have just met in the
Yikes.
middle.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
so
Harry could have waited a little bit longer.
did William get married at 30?
He got married later. After 30.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
they
that.
dated for like 6 or more years
Wow.
with a break in between.
Wow.
Like, he wanted to be real sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she started to be like, okay, well, you know,
Yeah. She was waiting.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good for them. Yeah, well, I hope they give us a little bit of that.
Yeah.
A little something. What
You know,
if
Harry's
they do?
Harry's gonna hate it.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause it's like probably not really in it or something.
Who knows? They're gonna
Who
do
knows
him
what they
wrong.
could-
I know.
Yeah. What if they did like a spin-off
Mm-hmm.
and they continued the story
Who?
of
Somebody else?
Kate and William?
Oh, Wills and Kate. I don't know.
They've already made movies and stuff, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I'll take it, whatever they give us.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
When is it again?
I don't know.
November something.
I want to say the 14th, but I could be making it up.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's early on. It's not like super late.
Right.
And then it's December.
But maybe that's when it came out last year. I don't know.
No, I feel
And
like
then we
you're right.
have Meg's movie.
Yes.
And then we have Monk.
Yes. There's
That
a
is-
Monk movie coming out.
Monk movie, December
So,
8th.
That'll be
I'm
fun.
excited. And we just watched the season finale of Monk.
I
We're
need-
watching it the first time, you know.
We
We
need to
just
finish
finished
Monk
it last night.
before
Yeah.
the movie.
I think you can.
When's the movie again? December?
December 8th. You have a month
Yeah.
to get through one season. You got this.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
probably so.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, a lot on the horizon.
So much fun
A lot of
stuff.
things coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Very exciting.
I'm excited.
Very exciting.
Wow.
Okay, well, let's just dive right in.
Well, let's get into it.
We're going to be talking about weird rules that your parents had for you when you were a kid. These are fun.
Yeah. I could not think of any.
Really?
I don't
So
know.
you just
I'm
didn't have like any
sure-
kind of...
Well, it's like I had a lot of rules. Like, it wasn't that I didn't have rules. It's just that
So-
I can't think of any weird ones.
Okay.
You know?
So like what was on your strictness load?
Strictness. I mean, there's definitely certain things I couldn't watch. Definitely things I couldn't listen to. I couldn't sleep over at friends' houses for like a long time.
Yeah.
But,
But
like,
now I'm like,
I know
shoot,
all of those
never
make
let your
sense
kids...
now. I'm like,
never let your kids sleep over.
literally, like, yeah, you hear horror stories of people who did, and I'm like, well,
What were you not allowed to watch? Is it just like
I can't think
stuff
of
with
anything
language
specific,
or whatever?
but it was
I was
just like
I was on a very
you had a
specific diet.
tight diet.
Let me tell you, I wasn't allowed to watch anything. I wasn't allowed to watch anything where there was like witchcraft, which was like all Disney.
True, that is
Because there's
true.
always like a witch or like a potion
Yeah,
or whatever.
It is true.
So, like the only Disney movie that I would watch growing up was like Bambi,
Okay,
and that was traumatic.
that's super sad.
Yeah, but the
I
other
don't think I
ones
could watch
all
that
like
one.
had magic,
Yeah,
so I couldn't watch any of those. Couldn't
Yeah.
watch Toy Story because the kid had a bad attitude.
okay.
And it was a neighbor. Right?
Yeah, it was.
It
Yeah,
wasn't Andy.
no, it was the neighbor.
It was the neighbor kid, which clearly
He was a
nobody
rebel.
liked him.
He was dark.
Yeah, he was a dark.
He was just
Dark
like literally
soul.
his room was dark.
Yeah, he was.
He lived in a dungeon
He was a little tyrant.
of scary toys.
I wasn't allowed to watch Beauty and the Beast because they didn't want me to get confused that you could fall in love with an animal.
I love that one. That's hilarious.
Harry Potter, obviously.
Yeah,
No, still don't watch it.
I don't want to watch that one. I can't think. All I can think of is I remember that there were certain things that I thought I couldn't watch anything, you know.
Okay.
So then I would go to my friend's house, and then I would be like, I don't know if I can watch it. So then I'd like call my mom and be like, Can I watch this?
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And she would. I think typically she'd be like, It's all right, like whatever. It probably wasn't that bad. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But I was just very like cautious.
Home Alone was another one. Bad attitude
Okay.
from the kids.
Yeah.
pretty much like all the Christmas movies. I feel like I
Aw.
would watch like black and white Christmas movies because
That's why you like all the oldies.
Yeah, it was on my approved list.
Yeah, no,
I was
get
allowed
it.
to watch I Dream of Jeannie for a while, and I had fun with that one. That's a super old show. But then
They were like, no,
they
it's
kind
a
of realized
genie.
what a genie was, and they were like, "Just kidding."
They realized what a genie was.
I took that one back, but
Aw,
I did watch
you
it
enjoyed
secretly.
I don't think I could watch that
I would
one.
pretend like I was asleep, that I didn't realize it was on, but I was watching it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I could watch I Dream of Jeannie either. And I couldn't watch, like, That's a Raven, because she was a psychic, you know. Like that
We
kind
didn't
of
have the Disney Channel.
Yeah, I
so
would imagine.
didn't watch any of those.
Yeah, but I was definitely, like, I was always watching Mary Kay and Ashley stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was,
I saw some of those.
yeah.
I don't know how
I
they
couldn't watch
slipped
the Halloween ones, though.
through. No way. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's all good.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's start reading some of these
All right.
these responses. This first person says, "I wasn't allowed to wake up before 6 a.m."
That one is kind of funny, but I also kind of understand what they were trying to say, because I used to wake up super duper early.
Yeah.
Like probably 5-ish, maybe 4-ish sometimes. So when I would stay at my
Your
grandma's
circadian
house,
rhythm was
literally,
wildin'.
like, I would wake up so early and they were all just exhausted. And so, like, I could see where a parent is like, you need to at least stay in your bed.
stay in your bed till 6.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I empathize with that
because I'm
parent.
like, why would you want to wake up before 6 a.m.? Most kids don't, but some kids do.
They do. The
Like,
younger they are, the more they're going
my
crazy.
niece still wakes
Your
up
grandma was like,
super
"Well, let's give you Papa's coffee."
yeah. And I would be like, you don't make it like my dad.
Yeah.
So, and I would ask for mac and cheese for breakfast.
You were a lot. Starting at 5 a.m. with your demands.
Exactly.
You're like, "I need daddy's coffee, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Let's play. Let's get after it."
Exactly.
All right.
So, yeah, kind of understandable, but funny too. Okay, this one says, had to wear dresses 3 times a week to school. Pants could be the other 2 days, but no jeans. That is interesting. First of all, I
Be
guess
a dressy kid.
Yeah, I guess you didn't have to wear uniforms.
You know what? No, I feel like that's just a Louisiana thing, because in all other states you only wear uniforms if you're in a private school.
Oh, interesting.
But Louisiana, I think, has so many behavioral issues.
Yeah.
It helps if everybody wears a
It
uniform.
does. Yeah, because every private school even had.
Yeah.
I mean, public school even
Exactly.
were wearing uniforms.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, must be behavior related
It
because
just
they try to write
helps
them
the
in.
process. Yeah.
Otherwise, things would be even wilder.
Yeah.
I remember kind of like a no jean rule.
For school? For church?
Just for life.
For life, really?
Like it was a more of a rare occasion where I got to wear jeans.
Really?
Oh, and I was homeschooled. I think it was like a dress code for homeschool. Like,
Oh.
I think my mom was like, you can't wear jeans when you're doing school or something like that.
Interesting. Honestly, though,
I turned out to be the most casual person.
not comfortable to wear jeans while you're doing school anyway. So
It's not, but you don't think about that when you're a kid.
No.
You're just like, I want to wear jeans.
Yeah.
Because they're better than khakis or like whatever else you're
khakis
wearing.
are to this day terrible. Like, they just were not flattering, you know? They were like, they always felt tight. I don't know. I didn't have to wear them that
No,
often.
I'm like,
but
I will not dress up.
yeah. But you're always dressed, if that makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't go out not put together.
Me?
Yeah. So something stuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. The other day I texted you and I was like, oh man, I wore my
Yeah.
I was just like, okay. I was wearing like a little tank and like some butterfly shorts, but I forgot I had mowed the lawn. So I had these just ratchet tennis shoes with like grass stains on them, and I was like, I just accidentally wore these in public and I am humbled.
Like, if you see how I go out in public sometimes, I'd humble you as well. You would be embarrassed.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes I just don't care. Especially, I think here,
Lowe's
because,
has seen some dark days from me.
yeah, well, yeah, you would just go and like paint and it's just all over you. But I think too, because I know I'm not going to see people here that I know.
Kroger's probably seen some things too.
All grocery stores have seen some things.
Yeah.
Even Target, really. So.
Yeah. HEB curbside, like if I'm going to pick up something super early in the morning, I'm not like fully put together.
Yeah.
Like I will put on a jean jacket and a hat.
Yeah.
And then like have my pajama shorts on or something, but like you can't really tell.
Still look kind of put together.
Yeah, you can't tell. And so I sneak out like that.
Yeah.
But I don't have to get out of my car.
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
So.
They don't really even have to see you.
No, they're just like, hey,
Yeah.
Sarah? I'm like, yep, in the back.
In the back.
Yep. This person says they weren't allowed to whistle in their house. What a cheerful little kid. And you're like, put the whistling away.
First of all, I can't whistle to this day.
Really? You can
That's
whistle
all I
in.
can do. I can't whistle out.
I feel like maybe Peter can't whistle either.
No, I can't.
Huh.
That's all I can do.
Huh.
I've never been able to do this. No.
I don't know how to do that one.
That's a special skill.
Maybe it's your lip structure or is it your tongue placement? Is that what causes a whistle? Or is it your lip placement?
I have no clue.
Can you blow bubbles like with your gum and stuff?
I would never do that.
But did you learn how to do that? Because I feel like that came right along with whistling for me.
I've never been a gum person. Bubblegum especially.
Can you snap?
Yeah.
Can you snap 2 fingers? Like. Can you snap more than 1 finger?
Never tried.
Okay.
I don't think those go together, but.
I was on a circuit. I learned all of these at the same time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no.
Like tongue shapes and stuff too.
No. Yeah. I can't do that shape, but, I can shape my tongue.
All the tricks.
But yeah, no, never was able to whistle.
Poor kid.
I feel like there's a lot of people that can't whistle, and so it's shocking to me that it's like this kid could whistle so well that they were like, you can't whistle in the house. It's like it's an outdoor activity.
He whistled his last whistle.
Only.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Yeah. I was never allowed to yell, like raise my voice at all.
Okay.
Not yell.
Yeah.
But like if my mom was like, if she called me, I couldn't answer back. I'd have to walk from my room all the way to where she was and be
I see.
I'm over here, like in a normal voice.
Right.
I wasn't allowed to be like, yeah, it's over there. Have to.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I get triggered when people are like
Yelling?
shouting, and I'm like,
Oh, that makes sense.
I needed the conditioning.
Yeah. This one is funny. No press-on tattoos.
Wow, they're a gateway.
They're gateway drug. Because it is funny what, like, I don't know. It's like, were the parents just thinking, like, for instance, the bad attitude, we were talking about this earlier, like, there's different things with bad attitudes, and, like, that was such a big one. I remember people would be like, they have a bad attitude, like, and they would be so upset. Like, nowadays, I can't find someone with a good attitude,
Right.
But, yeah, like, they were just so worried about, I think, certain things turning into certain things. And so, like, what would happen if you got, like, a press-on tattoo? They really thought you were going to get a tattoo?
I don't know. Like, back
Not you
when we were
personally,
kids, like, we even had, like, candy cigarettes and stuff.
Yes.
So I don't know what was going on.
That was weird.
We were romanticizing a lot of stuff. We were doing press-on tattoos, cigarettes, like...
I would do press-on tattoos all the time, I feel like, as a kid. And I, to this day, don't want a tattoo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, honestly, I feel like when you restrict it, that's when the kids...
They're like, I need this.
They're like, I gotta do this.
Gotta get it out of my system.
Exactly. So maybe it's the opposite.
Yeah.
But not fully the opposite. There's gotta be like a medium.
Yeah.
Happy medium.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. This person says no toe rings. They were too sexy.
Too sexy. Okay. That is hilarious. Also reminds me.
What a time to be alive.
So I went to a really, really small Christian school, and we didn't really have like outside activities or like sports and stuff. So like once a year we'd go to this conference where like you could compete in things.
Okay.
And there it was very strict rules. Like, you had to wear skirts below your knees. I'm pretty sure you had to wear closed-toe shoes.
Oh, couldn't even show the toes.
So I'm like, what was going on with people
Wow.
with feet?
Maybe
That must have triggered people.
there's something long-standing about that. Yeah, I wasn't
don't know.
allowed to wear like anklets. Those were sexy.
Wow.
Now I'm like, I'm gonna wear an anklet every day.
That's where it, see? Now they want to do it.
I don't know.
You never know what's going to
Yeah.
happen. All right. This one's funny. Never allowed to eat if they weren't home because we could choke and die.
That one.
So you're just starving at home while
Not
they're
allowed
gone?
to eat whenever your parents are gone. 'cause
Like,
you
how
could choke.
long? Like, how long were they gone? And, like, you couldn't eat? Oh, my gosh.
I wasn't eating up a storm when my parents were gone.
I'll tell you this. Yeah, that's true. I did have a choking problem.
A choking problem?
I choked on sausage a couple of times. The fact that I can eat sausage to this day is actually a miracle.
Were you like wolfing it down? Like
I guess.
not chewing it?
And they were like, normal size. And I mean, I remember choking and like they were scared for my life. And like, I don't know if someone had to like help me out and get it out, but like I had to spit it out. Like, get it out of my throat.
How old
So
do you remember
then
being?
I would eat like soup. I would eat any meat super slow
Yeah.
because I was so scared I'd be chewing like 50 times before I swallowed.
Wow.
I can't say I was that young.
Wow.
It lingered with me for a while.
Yeah.
But
I imagine it would.
I'm a new person. I don't ever think about that.
Wow.
I scarf food down now, so
Yeah.
obviously no lingering problems there.
Yeah.
And I love sausage.
Wow.
So miracles happen.
Yeah. This person said they weren't allowed to watch cartoons at all because they were the devil.
Cartoons were the devil.
Why?
Not that it would bring the devil or you'd get to know the devil. It was the devil.
Like, what's the reasoning? There were plenty of cartoons that aren't
why cartoons?
like Tom and Jerry is like just
Yeah.
so innocent.
What about-
Roadrunner, VeggieTales.
Yeah, like what about Christian cartoons? I wonder if they could watch, or is it just like cartoon form was just the devil?
It's so weird.
You're like, there's magic in that. I don't understand it. So
when people don't understand stuff, they do think it's like evil.
yeah, it's true.
Now, some stuff is evil. I'm not saying that, but
No,
like
yeah, exactly.
other stuff, it's like I don't get it, and so therefore I'm very scared
It's
of it.
scary.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Like I didn't understand how to chew sausage. So it was scary.
The sausage is not the enemy.
It is not. Actually, sausage is incredible.
It's a gift from God.
We have a love for sausage here. Don't come at us.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
They didn't let us laugh lying down. When someone made a joke, if anyone was lying down, they had to sit up to laugh.
I
That one
don't
makes
get
me
this.
chuckle.
I don't get this at all.
It's like, okay, you know how like parents used to be
Gotta
like,
be like proper.
do not eat laying down.
Okay.
Or like even halfway because you'll choke or
Okay.
like
You
whatever.
can't laugh lying down.
Is it the same? They thought they were going to hurt themselves?
I would think it would be like you got to be more proper. You can't be just rolling around the floor laughing.
Yeah, maybe.
You gotta be like,
Yes. Well, back to the choking thing. Because this just brought something up. I think the reason they were so worried about laying down and the not choking was because of that lady who, was it the lady from the Carpenters? Or was it someone else? There was someone who was a singer who, I think she had some type of problem, but then she was eating and then she died. And maybe was in her bed. So I don't know if that
the
like
Carpenters. She was anorexic or bulimic.
yeah. So
She
I don't
didn't
know
eat at all.
So maybe it was the mamas and the papas.
I don't even. I've never heard of that. Well,
I don't know. Someone told me something like that a long time ago, and I always remembered that. And I was like, maybe that's why these parents were like, you cannot lay down eating.
maybe.
But I mean, it's not easy to lay down and eat, so
it's not.
I get
Unless
it.
you're on your belly. Yeah.
Yeah, because your neck's up, right?
Right. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. This person said they weren't allowed to lock the bathroom door.
I can relate with that one, actually, because I had a lot of cousins that would come over and be mischievous and like run into the bathroom and lock the door.
Lock it.
Also,
Maybe they can get away from it with.
Forgive me if I'm wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure my sister would pass out a lot in the bathroom. Off the toilet sometimes. So,
Oh my gosh.
so I think they were also scared of like, if you lock the door, you will, you know, be in trouble and we can't save you. But let me tell you,
You're like, I had a little choking problem. Also, my sister would pass out anytime she's in the bathroom.
we're quirky. But also, what would happen is nobody would lock the door. So like, I would
Yikes.
sometimes if
Yeah.
you don't knock.
Oh my gosh.
I did that to my brother a few times. He was not happy about it. He's like, learn to knock. And I was like, okay.
Sorry. I always think that you were closer in age to your sister, but you were not. You were closer in age to him?
Yeah.
How far apart are you and him?
9 years.
Oh. Yeah, that's closer.
Yeah. So, 9 and 13, so.
Yeah, so you're running around. He's a teenager, and
Yeah.
he's not happy about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wants privacy.
Yes.
So.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
But to this day, I never lock doors. I mean, obviously my front door, but like when I go to the bathroom, I never lock it. Like,
No,
I
I
barely
don't.
shut it, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Only if there's people that don't want to see it in the house.
I feel
I'm
like people are more well behaved about like not walking in.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Well,
if
they're
I'm
very
going to a
scared
friend's
about it.
house, yeah, I'm gonna probably lock it. But if I'm going to your
Yes.
house,
Shut it. That's it.
I don't even like fully shut it, because your door,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it kind of like shuts enough.
Yeah, exactly. And there's 2 doors. So it's
There's
not-
2 doors,
If, like,
I'm
if
like-
I shut one halfway and the other one halfway, it's practically like a full closed door.
100%.
And plus, it's like I know if you're in the bathroom and you know if I'm in the bathroom.
Exactly.
So we're the only ones here. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have like that bathroom fear. I
No,
don't think.
not at all. But I do, like, with other people.
Now, if somebody has their kid running around, I'm like, no.
Because they'll, like, come
that
up. yeah,
Yeah.
Totally. That could happen.
This is like, I think I was allowed, I don't know if I was allowed to lock the bathroom door. I don't really remember it. But, so I don't think that was an issue. Also, I kind of think like, I don't really like that rule I don't love that rule because
Yeah.
I think some people like get abused that way because they're like, we can walk in on you anytime.
Yeah, sure.
And you got like some creepy stepfather or something, and we're not allowed to lock the bathroom door. And
Sure.
it's oof.
Yeah.
But I never loved kids my age and younger when I was a kid. And so my parents would have like home group, like church group, and
Yeah.
they'd have other families over, and the families would have kids, and I was not having it. And they always wanted to like come in my room.
Oh, gosh.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
There was one girl who jumped off my bed, grabbed my ceiling fan, and
What?
jumped off. And yeah. And
She was a tyrant.
oh yeah. And there was like a crystal ball at the end of like the ceiling fan thing, and it went and like smashed my window. Yeah. So they were psycho kids.
Oh, no.
So instead of
They were crazy.
instead of changing like the actual doorknob, my dad put like a latch at the top of my door from the outside to like latch it shut so they couldn't like get in there. But
Nice.
now like I'm like, if they sold the house and somebody saw a latch, they'd think
Someone
that
was locked in there.
they'd think that they used to lock me in my room or something.
Yeah.
But it was just to keep other people's kids out.
You're like-
or like my parents would tutor a lot.
Yeah.
They'd tutor kids, and the kids would always want to like come sneak off and
for
go in my
sure.
room.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not having this, So
Yes.
we would latch them out when I wasn't there. And yeah,
That's hilarious.
I was not having it.
At least you got that,
I'm
you
like,
know?
keep these kids out of my
That was nice that they
space.
did that for you.
Yeah, it's
know?
just funny. Like you
Yeah.
could have put like a different door
Right.
handle. But I guess they
And,
didn't
like,
want
you
me.
only have the key to it or
I guess
something.
they didn't want me locking my room. I don't know.
True. They did lock you in sometimes.
No, they never locked me. They never locked me.
I'm joking.
So funny.
So funny though. Okay. Couldn't watch a TV show if the kids in the show were older than we were. I'm sorry.
What?
That is hilarious.
Like you'd learn too many things you shouldn't know about yet?
Maybe? Because, like, that really limits your stories because
Yeah.
a lot, I don't know if the parents knew this, but a lot of times they were playing kids
So
that
much-
they weren't their age.
Yeah.
Like, they're
So
like
much younger.
30 and they're playing 18-year-olds,
Yeah.
you know? So,
Man,
Pretty
I
tough.
always look up like, okay, first of all, I'm going to go on a little tangent. People talk all the time on TikTok and stuff about like bird watching. They're like,
Yeah.
bird watching sneaks up on you. Like,
It hasn't
you know,
hit
one
me yet.
day, I'm like, I don't care about birds. Like, I would
if I see a unique bird,
maybe,
but
yeah.
I'm not out there looking at birds.
I'm like, this hasn't hit me. But
No.
you know what has hit me
Tell me.
is IMDbing the heck out of every show I watch.
Yes.
I'm like, pause that. I'm going to go on IMDb and see
Yeah.
what they voice acted in.
Yes.
And like cross-reference every movie that they've been in and all this
Yes.
stuff. I IMDb so much. I'm like, that's got to be a thing. That's my equivalent to bird watching is just
Yes.
going on the entire arc of somebody's acting and
I don't know if
speaking
that's
journey.
an age thing, though. I feel like that's just like
Maybe.
a universal thing.
Maybe.
We're all just like, I've seen you before. I got to figure out where.
Yeah, or I've like heard your voice. Where is it at? Where,
Maybe
you know,
it is
cross-reference it all.
Slightly an age thing because now I'm seeing people from like past shows when I was younger.
Yeah.
And you're like, I saw you when I was a kid. I know it. And then you find them.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do feel like a lot of people do that. So
So having said that, I find out like a lot of random facts about people,
nice.
especially in Gilmore Girls. Just the ages there were crazy. Yeah, because Lane was closer in age to Lorelai than she was to Rory.
That's wild because she looks so young.
Crazy.
Fresher
And
face.
Kirk was only 26 in the beginning of the show. So Lane was older than Kirk.
I would have thought he was 38 or 40.
Right. And he was super young
Yeah.
in the show.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That is so wild to me.
And then, like, the age that Emily was when she started on the show is now, like, the age that Lorelai actually is. Like, when they do, like, the present day stuff, that's, like, her actual age. But they look so different. You know, the styles are, like,
yeah.
so different.
Life is different and all of that. Yes. Yeah, because older people used to maybe dress older. You know, like now Lorelai can be 60 or whatever and still look younger because there's all this, you know, they're getting work done, they're dressing younger, whatever. Yeah.
You keep your hair longer.
It's like
Everybody used to just cut it short and, like, curl it.
the mom bob.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's
And,
cutting
like,
their
the
hair now,
curls,
but
too. You know?
I saw this meme recently and it
They
was
floof it out.
it was the father of the bride scene of
Yes.
him and her, the mom and the dad.
Yes.
And they were like, this is what a
40-year-old
something was supposed to look like. And
Yes.
she looked like, now, I don't know if she actually was 40 in that. But I mean, she
looked
looked
older.
50.
And he did, too.
he looked older because he's always had gray hair.
Gray
so,
hair.
You know. But yeah, it's just wild to think now
No.
We do not
40 is,
look like that.
30, yeah.
everybody's, yeah, like we're all doing things later, but we're acting younger.
Right.
What does that say about us? I don't
We're a
know.
little bit stunted as a humanity.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's all good. At least we're
fine.
not like looking like we're
Raggedy
you know,
muffins.
Yeah, at least we don't look like we're approaching the deathbed in
That's
our
true.
40s.
That is true.
Please.
Well, yeah.
This person says, I wasn't allowed to put my hands in my pockets unless I was getting something out of them. Only lazy people put their hands in their pockets.
That cracks me up because I wouldn't think
Yeah.
of lazy people putting their hands in their
You're
pockets.
just thinking you're just loafing around up to no good.
Maybe, and they're like, you need to learn
Slouching.
to do things with your hands
Yeah.
and not put them in your pockets.
There was definitely a stigma, like, I feel like when we were kids, like, maybe like the pockets thing, baggy jeans.
loose things, yeah.
You know, like,
Now we're the opposite.
think back. I don't know if it was just when we were kids, because maybe it was when we were like teenagers too, but like the amount of times you would see people with like their pants falling off their butt
Yes.
was like so often.
Oh, it was a big thing.
You don't see that anymore.
Not as much. I do still see it.
You do?
You'd be surprised.
When you go back home or what?
No, here.
Really?
Oh, yeah. But
Where?
not as much. Where we live is a melting pot
Yeah.
of people. So you just never know what you're going to get. And sometimes
I just feel like I
see it.
haven't seen the boxer butt recently.
Oh, I have for sure.
I feel like it's just not in fashion right now, at least.
No, I mean, I think people
It's baggy pants, but like they still are
know
around
better,
your waist.
hopefully.
Like the one I sent you on TikTok is like TSA says remove your belt, and it's like this guy and he's got his pants like all the way up here because they're so baggy. It's like still like you're not trying to like show your butt. You know?
Yeah, no, but there's still some people. It's just like anything.
Yeah.
There's still some that are in that
Some
zone.
just still
you
hang on to
know?
that trend.
Yeah,
a
and they're
little
like,
too long.
I love this look,
Yeah.
but we don't.
No.
I don't. I
I don't
love
celebrate it. No.
So anyway,
Yep.
I keep doing that.
It's all good.
Okay. Last one. Getting told you can't turn on the car light because the cops will pull you over.
That one
100%.
literally was so widespread.
That was everyone's.
It was, yeah. I just think like back in the day, maybe there's a chance that nobody had Google. So like
Yeah.
someone heard it.
And passed it
Someone
along.
spread it and everyone believed it because nobody could fact check it.
They did a really great job at spreading it.
They did the
because
best
it
job
was
at that.
worldwide, I think. I don't know about worldwide, but it was everywhere.
It was prevalent.
I thought we were gonna, like, if someone had their light on and they saw it, not only would you get pulled over by the cops, but you would wreck another person. Like, they would see it and they would just wreck.
Yeah. Literally.
Now I'm like, I don't think I ever see
Never.
or noticed,
No.
like someone's light on in their car, because I'm sure people do it all the time.
No.
There's probably
Maybe they don't.
well, there's probably a new generation
But-
that doesn't know that rule.
Yeah. Maybe there's a chance that like back in the day cars weren't tinted in the back, so if you did it was brighter than what we see these days.
I
But, like,
don't know.
still, I'm
Yeah,
like-
that was a weird one.
It wasn't like floodlights, you know?
No. And like the fact that we thought we'd get pull over.
For the kid in the back seat turning their light on. I remember like I would have a flashlight and I think I'd put like a blanket over my head and like shine the flashlight so the flashlight couldn't be seen.
Yeah, exactly. We were so paranoid about these lights.
So paranoid about it.
But really what
Like
gets
just
you
needed
is
that
the
for my
big
etch a
ones.
sketch.
Or maybe you read a book.
I don't know. Maybe.
That was a big thing back then. Using your flashlight to
And I had the little
read a book.
game. It glowed and you put the little pegs in it.
Yes. Light bright?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved
Yeah.
those things. Those were cool.
Yeah.
They have like a
Except when one would break and then you'd see the light through it the whole time.
I never had one that broke.
Like the little flap would break
Oh.
off and so you just see the light shining through it the whole time.
Sad.
When you didn't have anything in there. Yeah, it would kind of
Oh,
ruin it.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah. I don't know about that light situation. That was so funny.
Yeah.
But I think we all know better now.
Yeah.
We've all grown.
Yeah.
I bet that person's putting their hands in their pockets daily.
Yeah.
For all
Turn
we know.
on the lights. I know, you really do revert a little bit.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this isn't as big a deal as I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people do that.
Now,
you know?
turning your brights on while you're driving, like,
Ugh.
could that actually blind somebody
It doesn't.
from driving?
It kind of does. I've had people have their brights on behind me, and it's like in your mirror.
Now, behind you, yeah, because it gets in your mirrors.
Yes.
But, like, in passing you, I don't know if it does
Oh.
that much. It's like, oh, that's bright, but...
It can be like in a really dark area where there's like curves. It can be dangerous.
Did we ever talk about, like, how we were in the fight of our lives coming back from that movie on my birthday in the hill country?
No,
That was, like, the
That
scariest
was
drive we've
so
ever
scary.
done.
There were deer eyes just everywhere.
We were coming back from not even Fredericksburg because
Yeah, well,
I think we
yeah,
were
we
in New
went somewhere
Braunfels
else.
going to Wimberley,
Yes,
but it was like an hour and we were on edge because there were just like deer everywhere and like
curvy road,
winding
so
roads,
dark,
so dark.
no lights to be found. I don't think anyone drives at night over there. They're like, you stay in your house
Yes,
and you don't go anywhere.
yeah, nobody was on the roads, and we were like, I think they all know better.
Yes,
than to
because
be
the
out.
deer are out at night and it's their time. It's their land.
Yeah,
We don't
they are
disturb the
ready to
deer.
pounce.
It was so scary. And then we did not, like, no deer ran in front of us the whole time. The second we get to our Airbnb,
Deer everywhere.
gotta brake really hard, and 2 deer come flying like they're reindeer.
Yeah. They were waiting. I was like, we're going to have deer run out at us when we get to the
That
Airbnb.
was so scary.
Yeah, that was crazy. I just remember Peter's like trying to crack jokes. He's like, I smell roadkill. And I was like, I think it's me sweating for my life.
That was hilarious. He's like,
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, honey. I didn't mean to put you on blast.
I smell roadkill. He said it's me. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that's
man.
so funny.
That was like such an intense
Yeah,
drive,
we
though.
were bracing for
Yeah.
our lives.
Yeah, Peter's really good about spotting
The deer.
the eyes of animals.
Yeah,
He's really good. He's got a good glow detector.
that's good.
And but he grew up around it. So yeah, he's good at that.
makes sense.
And I don't know, I was watching the speed limits or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like when there's a curve in the road or something like that.
Right.
Like, slow down.
Oh, that was so curvy.
Oh my gosh. It was such a crazy ride.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably scarier when you're not driving it, even though it can be scary when you're driving it too. But I just
scared in
feel
the
like
back
it's
seat.
worse when you're in the back seat
Yeah.
than when you're driving it.
It's like-
Because you're like, you know that you're in control, you feel it, you feel fine.
Yeah.
When you're in this back seat or like the side seats, you're like, I feel out of control.
Like the quote of that trip was Matthew. Just it's so scary.
Exactly.
He'd take those curves just like zooming. Well,
It felt fast.
Virginia was like that too. We were
Yeah.
like, ah!
It felt very fast, yes.
He's like,
But I
I'm doing
understand it.
35. Like, calm down. We're
No,
like,
I know.
210.
That's like what, because I can't remember where I drove and it was curvy. And I realized, I was like, feels so different when you're driving it. You feel like, oh no, like I'm not going that fast. But when you're in the back or the side, you're just like, you're on 100.
Yeah. It feels like a lot.
Yeah.
Let
So,
me tell you.
I get it.
Yep.
But anyway, it's time for mac and cheese.
It's time for mac and cheese. It is. It is.
So it's lunchtime over here.
Bye,
so-
guys. See you later. No, I was going to say, we do have something fun in the works in the next
Yeah.
few weeks. I don't know if we're announcing it yet. I haven't looked at a calendar, honestly.
no.
But we have a fun project that we've been working on to give you guys basically some more content and some more like fun extras. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really
Yeah,
fun.
it's
We'll
gonna
be
be
announcing
good.
it soon. Yeah. And we're
Can't wait to share.
starting some new projects. Yep. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll have a brand new episode for you guys Thursday. If this comes out on the 1st, then we'll have an episode for you tomorrow.
Nice.
So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you later. Bye guys. Thanks for listening today. Make sure that you're following us at Honesty Club Podcast on Instagram, or check out our website, thehonestyclub.com, to be a part of future episodes.
You can submit an idea for a topic or write in with a story for us to share.
If you like this episode, make sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts, leave us a review, or share it with a friend.
See you next Thursday.